Hi you guys, this is the second half of the video titled The Bullies and How They Stole My Diamond Ring. That was the first half, and I left that story off where I had found my diamond ring in the phone, in the public phone that was attached to the wall in the coin return. So I found the ring, and I had asked the teacher that was teaching the sewing class to give me a ride home. And she said no. And then I asked her to walk me home, and she said she would walk me to the corner. And that is where I left off the last video. And if you haven't seen that, I'm going to link it below so that you can see it first. And if you want to see what happened after she left me at the corner and I had to go home, walk home, keep watching. Hi everyone, I'm Moonlight Mason, and thanks for being here. Please subscribe if you like my content. Remember I told you that my dad, when he gave me the ring, he said that, you know, it's for me to be responsible. It's my first diamond ring and not to lose it. I had the same thing with my mom because she did have to spend a lot of money on the sewing kit because she had to have it filled. Look at you guys, and everything is original. She had to have it filled with thread. Look at my thread. She had to have it filled with, I don't know, I guess this is more thread. I think these were like bobbins. And so we have all kinds of wonderful things in here. And my mom gave me this sewing kit, right, for me to take sewing classes. She told me that she spent a lot of money on this sewing kit and that she didn't want to waste her money and that I better learn how to sew good and all that stuff. And so she gave me this kit and she told me to be careful and not to lose any. Okay, so let's get to the story. The teacher turned around, walked away, and as I was crossing this street, which was called Foothill Boulevard, and it was like really eerie. I had mentioned that already because it was dark. It was just starting to get dark. And these girls, bullies, had done this before where they would hide behind like a house or behind, you know, bushes or something. And as I would walk home, they would attack me. So that's exactly what happened. I was walking home carrying my kit, my sewing kit, and they came out, and there was like 4 of them, and they came out and they started calling me names and socking me, punching me in my back, right, and kicking my legs as I walked down the street. And so when they were doing all this, you know, all I knew how to do was cry. And I remember when I said to them, I remember exactly what I said to them because that's what really pissed them off. I said, "Stop it, you guys." And they said, "You guys, you think we're guys?" And that really pissed them off. And so they, like, all of them ganged up on me. And when they all ganged up on me and they started punching me on my back, I dropped my case. And when I dropped my case, it flipped open and everything, including the dress that I was working on, everything spilled on the sidewalk. And so then I remember I was on all 4s and I was crying and I'm like, oh my God, you know, I've got to pick up all my stuff. I'm going to get in trouble. Look what you guys did now. And then one of the girls saw the dress that I was sewing. And when she saw the dress, they picked up the dress, they held it up like this, and my mom always had me wear really long dresses. And so it had already been hemmed, And so they started to laugh and make fun of the length of the dress because it was below my knees. And so they started to laugh at that. And finally, they got the dress and they tore it. They just tore it, and they ruined like my dress, which was like, I think it was like inside out and halfway done or something, but they tore it up. And so I finally got everything put back into the kit, and they knew where I lived, obviously. This wasn't the first time that they had done this to me, beat me up on the way home. So when I got closer to my house, I was like, okay, you guys, you better leave because I'm closer to my house. And so then they scattered and they left. Dress still fits, and I'm still wearing it. So what I'm going to do, since I'm on my bed, I'm going to go like this. And you guys, I don't know if you can see the dress. Anyways, I have a video clip of me, and I can still wear the dress. Oh, you can see how long it is here, right? And I can't believe it fits. And this is the dress that I made in the 5th grade. So this is like an up close, you know, part of it. But when I reached my front door, I was so relieved to be home and to be safe and be away from those girls, right? But because I was delayed in coming home, I was late, my mom was really worried about me. And I was just like really worn out. And I remember I couldn't walk straight. And I was just upset. I was just really crying and so sad. I just had gotten beaten up, and I was just so afraid to tell my mom about my sewing kit and to show her the dress and everything else. And as soon as I walked in the door, my mom had the broomstick. She had the broomstick, and she hit me. She hit me, and she beat me up with the broomstick for being late. And that was like really bad, but actually it pales in comparison to some of my other stories. But yeah, so that was just one day in the 5th grade. And I hope you enjoyed this story, and I'm not quite sure how to end it other than saying that if you feel like anyone is violating you physically, emotionally, mentally, abusing you, or hitting you, or anything like that, times, thank God, are different now. And there are laws against people who abuse others. And so what I went through in my childhood, I know worse things happen. A lot worse things happen. I always think that even back then, I thought that I went through a lot, but then I would hear other stories about how other parents treated their children. And you know what? It wasn't that bad in comparison. And a lot more stuff is in my book. I hope you enjoyed this video, and that is my story time. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.